Hello everyone, welcome ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream, welcome to another watch along. Leicester City versus Chelsea Football Club. This is the game we've all been waiting for. And yeah, those of you that watched my preview yesterday, you watched my videos leading up to this and what I've had to say. You've seen the doubts that not just myself but many other Chelsea fans have put onto social media. It's all come to this. And, you know, what social media has been doing over the last 24 hours has been mad. And if you were on Twitter today, you'd know. I'm not going to go into depth as to what went down, but this game now means more than it did 24, 48 hours ago. It's as simple as that. This is a must win. And if we look at the team, let's go into some team lineup reaction, because the team itself... There's positives and negatives. The big positive looks like that it could be a 4-2-3-1. It could be a 4-2-3-1. And if it is, well, Lamps has finally listened. Finally. If he hasn't, then it's a 4-3-3 and it's just Havertz alongside Mason Mount with Kovacic playing as a lone defensive midfielder. I don't think that is the case, though. I think it is Mason Mount and Kovacic together in a base, in a pivot, with Havertz in the number 10 position. So that's a positive. If that is going to be the case, cool. Hudson-Odoi starts. Finally. Callum gets to start again. Callum gets to start. That's deserved. That is very, very deserved. And yeah, we've been asking for it for quite a few games now. The only negative from that, Ziyech is the one that's paid the price. It's Ziyech that is benched. So again, you know, Hudson-Odoi starts fantastic. For me, I would like to stick him on the left and rest Pulisic. Put Pulisic on the bench. No, instead, we play with Hudson-Odoi on the right, which he can, don't get me wrong. But Ziyech is benched. Anyway, we'll see what pans out. It's not the worst thing in the world because we know Hudson-Odoi is playing really well and deserves to start. So, cool. We can't, you know, have it every single way we want. If we go into the lineups, I'm going to talk about both lineups, actually. Let's start off with Chelsea. So, Chelsea, many outlets seem to have put this as a 4-3-3. Again, I'm praying it's not a 4-3-3. I hope it's a 4-2-3-1. Fingers crossed. But anyway, if it's a 4-3-3, if it's a 4-2-3-1, it only means the midfield changes. The lineup is Edouard Mendy in goal. Reece James makes his return. So Reece James is back. Thank goodness for that. Ben Chilwell at left back. Our two centre-backs. Thiago Silva. And not Zouma. Rudiger. Mad. Who would have thought? I want to know what's happened with Zouma now. You know? A few of you saying they can't actually... You can't hear me. Surely you can. Yeah, surely you can. Can you hear me? Surely you can hear me now. Put in the comments if you can hear. But yeah, Rudiger is the one that starts. Rudiger starts ahead of Kurt Zouma, who is on the bench. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that because Rudiger... You know what he can be like. He can have an absolute blinding game. Sometimes he can have an absolute shocker. So anyway, nice to know that you can all hear me, by the way. Thank you so much for letting me know in the comments. The midfield, now, this is where it comes to. If it's a 4-3-3, it's Kovacic as a defensive midfielder. And it's Mason Mount, Kai Havertz in front. If it's a 4-2-3-1, it's Kovacic and Mount in a pivot. And it's Kai Havertz as a number 10. So again... This is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping Havertz is in a 10. Anyway, the front three, bit of controversy aside from Hudson-Odoi. Obviously, Hudson-Odoi on the right-hand side, Pulisic on the left-hand side, and up front, Tammy Abraham. Now, if we look to the Leicester side, it's unchanged. It's unchanged from their last game, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that team looks absolutely beastly, man. I don't even want to name it. Just looking at it scares me. And their bench looks unreal as well. Anyway, Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Castagne right back, James Justin left back, Fofana and Johnny Evans as the centre backs who have been doing really well. Their centre back pairing have been fantastic. Their midfield is where they're beasts. They are beasts. They got Tielemans and Ndidi in their pivot. I mean, getting past those two at the moment with Maddison just in front as a proper number 10. This is why I said we should just go with the 4-2-3-1 and match them. Just match them man for man and just have it with them. Because if we try and get ultra tactical, I think they'll find a way past us in midfield. And if we go over 4-3-3, I think we are going to get exploited. Anyway, Ndidi, Tielemans and Maddison, just fantastic. Mark Albrighton, Harvey Barnes, and up front, who is fit and ready to play, Vardy. Yes, Jamie Vardy starts, and honestly, look, we need to be on the top of our game. We need to have an absolute blinder today, because if not, Leicester will punish us. This is going to be a game where the players that we have on the pitch are capable of getting a result. However, if there's any slacking or if there's any tactical unawareness, let's say, not tactical awareness, or lack of tactical awareness, I think Leicester have what it takes to absolutely get us, rip us apart, basically. Rip us apart. So fingers crossed, we don't. Fingers crossed, it's all going to go okay. It's all going to be all right. And I hope we take the game to them and we show something, we show something. I want to see loads of intensity. I want to see fast passing. I want to see fluidity. I want to see, players running about, no jogging, no waiting for someone else to do the job. No, because there were even times in the Fulham game where we saw players just static, no movement, nothing. And it was only up until the last 15-20 minutes where I saw something. And hopefully that last 15-20 minutes of the Fulham game is replicated here and more, because this Leicester team are better than Fulham. Let's have it right. If Leicester win today, they go top. They go top of the league if they win today. So it's not just us that has it all to play for in order to save our top 4 race. Listen, if we lose today, Leicester go top. So it's going to be a very interesting game. Very interesting game. Right, let's get to... Sorry, indigestion. I had dinner not long ago. Let's get to some of your comments before we get into the football. There are still 20 minutes to go, so let's get into your comments. This is going to be very interesting. Abraham Canales, thank you very much, says, hey Eunice, do you think Lampard gets sacked today if we lose by 2 or more goals? I'm going to be real with you because of what happened last night on TalkSport with Simon Johnson. If you know, you know. Yeah, if you don't know, let me try and fill you in. I'm going to have to try and take my coat off for this one. Fleece. It's cold in London, if you haven't gathered. Actually, today was all right. Not actually that bad. But what happened yesterday? Simon Johnson, very well-connected Chelsea journalist, went on to TalkSport. And he said Frank Lampard right now is in serious trouble. Serious trouble. And who was it that was speaking on TalkSport? I forgot who it was. Alongside ex-Chelsea player. Forgotten the name. But anyway, 2 of them. Very, very popular late night talk show. They were pressing Simon Johnson on the question. When is he going to get sacked? Do you know when? Has Roman made a decision? Has any manager been contacted? And Simon Johnson just kept saying, look, Lampard's in trouble. There is a possibility if Leicester win tomorrow night, which is tonight, that could be the end. It could be. And that's when the presenter was really forcing it on Simon, saying, so are you telling me that if Chelsea lose tomorrow, Roman will sack Lamps? And he just kept saying, look, it's a matter of when, not if. And that's a vague statement because that could mean end of the season. That could mean in a month. That could mean tomorrow. It could mean anything. But it seems certain. It seems certain that Frank Lampard will lose his job, no matter what. Jason Cundy, thank you very much in the comments. Muhammad Ali, you're not Muhammad Ali, unless if your name is Muhammad Ali, but fantastic, thank you. Jason Cundy is one of them. He's secondary, but he's ex-Chelsea. And yeah, he kept saying, Simon Johnson kept saying, it's a matter of when, not if. So if that is the case, and the way that he was talking, I feel like Simon Johnson was letting off less than he knows. I feel like he has more information and he just doesn't want to say it. I think he's waiting on results. And tonight, if we do lose, I think there's a chance it could be it. I think there is a chance it could be it. So anyway, we just got to hope. Andy Goldstein. Thank you. Andy Goldstein. That's the one. Andy Goldstein. And Jason Cundy. So yeah, it's on the line. As far as I'm concerned, it's on the line. And if it's not tonight, if results do go pear-shaped, it could be soon. We have to turn this around now. This is why in my videos I've been so urgent. I've been saying, look, we need to win. We need to win now. If this wants to be salvaged, if Lampard's jobs wants to be salvaged, if we want to try and keep what we have, we need to win. If not, Lamps will get the chop, things will change, and we don't know where we'll go from there. But it is what it is. Today, it is what it is. We have to win. And it's against a very, very hard Leicester team. OW1. Thank you very much. Says, your thoughts on the Haaland rumours. Haaland. Haaland would be fantastic. Let's have it right. Yeah. I know I've been saying let's have it right a lot, but let's have it right. Haaland would be mad. It would be a madness. I think if we do get Haaland, and something tells me that wouldn't necessarily be much of a Frank Lampard buy. That's a Chelsea buy. I think that's come from the board. Or maybe Roman himself. But if we do get Haaland, hopefully Timo Werner's banging in goals, I really think it would mean shifting to a front two. I think we would end up playing two strikers, Werner left forward, Haaland right forward, and let them do their madness. I think that is what will transpire if we do get Haaland. Now, it does seem like we're going to be making a move. It doesn't seem likely that he is going to be leaving this summer coming up. That's a difficult one, unless if we splash a lot of money. That is a key. If we don't, it could go into the season after that. So we'll see. Haaland's still a young lad. We'll see what transpires. But that would be one hell of a buy. Anurag, thank you, says, my gut says we are winning today. You see, I want to say the same thing, but I don't want to jinx it, you know? I don't want to come out and say, yeah, you know what, I feel good. And then 20 minutes in, we're 3-0 down. I don't want that. So it is what it is. We'll wait and see. But I get it. I do get that gut feeling. Looking at the lineup, if we are playing in a 4-2-3-1, yeah, why not? Possibly. But Leicester are a hard team, man. Leicester, if we play in the same way we played against Fulham, I think it's curtains. So when the game kicks off, we'll see exactly how we get going with things. Fingers crossed it goes well. Let's see some of your other comments. Why no Zouma? Says Jaswin Jose. I have no idea. Don't ask me. You're going to ask Lamps. Ask Lamps that one because I really don't know. Southampton don't have a game in hand. Do they not? Let's have a look at the league table. So, no, they don't. No. So, basically, they're on the same games as us at the moment. So when we play, they will have a game in hand because then they would need to play. And so do, actually, not Arsenal. Aston Villa will have 4 games in hand. Aston Villa could go top. Let's have it right. It's a very, very interesting league table. Very interesting. Everton in 6th currently have 2 games in hand, and they're above us 3 points clear. So this is why I'm stressing we need to win. There are teams there with games in hand ahead of us or on par with us. So if we even try and think of slipping up one more time, it's going to be crazy. What other comments have you got? I'm going to look at the Twitch stream. Let's see what you guys are saying on Twitch. Don't have a good feeling about this game, boys. Honest comment. I don't think any of us do. Let's have it right. Heikey21 says, nervous as hell. Hard for me to be confident. Yeah, it's definitely very nerve-wracking. It's at a case at the moment where, in comparison, you think of cup games, you know, semi-finals, Champions League, Premier League title deciders. You think of the games that we needed to win under previous managers where we were under pressure, and it's got the same vibe. It's picked up the same vibe. We need to win. We need to win. In its own right, this is a final. So, yeah, very, very interesting. Interesting stat. Every time we scored first against Leicester that season, we ended up drawing. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. What's your predictions of Lamps being sacked if we lose? Yeah, I've just spoken about that. So I think it would be very likely. If we lose tonight, it would be very likely. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I'm thinking the chances are good based on history, based on what we're hearing at the moment. Just trajectories, I'm thinking it's quite close. If we lose tonight, it could be a wrap. I don't want a Haaland because our strikers need game time. Well, who? Because Giroud's leaving. Let's have it, If at the end of the season, I think Giroud will be gone. So that frees up space, which means we can get one more striker in. And then that's up to Tammy Abraham if he has what it takes to compete with those two. So, I mean, right now he does with Werner, but Werner's off form. We bring in Haaland, it could be a wrap. Anyway, also interesting, if you go up until 17th, where Burnley are, everyone can jump above us. No, don't say that. Don't say that. 16, no, they're far off. They're far off. Burnley have 16 points. That's 13 points behind us. That's a lot. No. If there's anywhere that I could say we could fall into, it's 11th or 12th. I mean, that's not a good thing. But, let's have it. Let's have it right. That's not a good thing. But we could end up 11th or 12th. Leeds could have a chance of going above us if they do win and we lose. Like, it's... I don't even want to entertain that. Honestly, if that happens, I don't know what I'll do. Let's see a little bit more. So, Abraham, thank you, says, if we lose, it's safe to say top 4 is out of reach. I'll speak about that in a sec. Lamb should have gone with a 4-4-2, which gave him the win versus Fulham. Ziyech should have started for Pulisic. I agree with starting Ziyech ahead of Pulisic. I don't get why Ziyech has been left out of this one. I don't understand it. I mean, Ziyech offers us another dynamic. It's, being able to cut in, supply the crosses that he can. We know he's better than that than Pulisic. Pulisic's not much of a crosser. He's more of a dribbler. Someone that can take on and pass on the ground. Ziyech can do that, plus actually cross the ball into the box, if we are going to be crossing the ball, seeing as we do that every week. I just feel like, Ziyech would have been the better option. Not that Ziyech has been absolutely outstanding, he hasn't, but then again, no one has, except for maybe Hudson-Odoi. Tammy Abraham up top. Hope he has a good game. I'm scared he'll get out-muscled, out-powered, dominated by those centre-backs, because Leicester at the back are very solid. Very solid. I'm just worried Abraham might have a tough day. Where we know Giroud can more or less take care of himself. Anyway, in terms of top 4, if we lose today, I don't say top 4 is out of reach, but it becomes a serious concern. And that's where I think Roman will look at it and go, I can't go on much longer. This needs to change now. And that's where I think he'll take action. Because if we did lose, we would be 5 points behind top 4, having played one game more. And that's ahead of Liverpool. That's behind Liverpool, by the way. And Liverpool would still need to play. So that lead could get extended to 7. No, to 8. Sorry, to 8 points. 8 points from top 4 at this stage in the season. When you got teams above you already in the same category. It's crazy because you're having to rely on all of them to lose 3 games. And you to not slip up even one more time in order to try and reach top 4. That becomes one hell of a task in the second half of a season when you've got like 17 games remaining, Or if we play tonight, 19, so we'll be exactly halfway through tonight. We would have 19 games to go. It would mean we cannot lose and everyone above us needs to lose 3 out of those 19. Have to. If not, we ain't getting top 4. You look at the maths. The maths brings you the logic. It's a tough situation. So that's where I'm stressing today is absolutely crucial. It's vital. Chelsea need 3 points tonight. It's as simple as that. And if we draw, not the end of the world. When you take that game in its context, an individual basis, Leicester versus Chelsea, away from home, a draw, decent result. It's not bad, even though, we should be at a level where we should be winning games, but we're not. That's the truth. So you look at it and you just say, look, we've put ourselves in this situation. We have to win. That's it. 9 more minutes to go. 9 more minutes to go before kickoff. If we check the West Ham score, West Ham have won. So there we are. West Ham have gone above us. West Ham now go into 7th. We have dropped into 8th. They are 3 points ahead of us. So there we are. Pressure in itself. We've already gone down a place without having kicked the ball yet. So well done to West Ham. They managed to get a 2-1 win against West Brom. So now it means us, Southampton, both on 29. Arsenal are 2 points behind us, having played a game more. If Arsenal go ahead of us, lads. If Arsenal go ahead of us after the year that they've had so far. Nah. Nah. I refuse to accept that. That's shocking. We need to secure the points. Yes, absolutely. Any comment on Werner? Good question. Werner, here's the deal. I really think with Werner, he will come good. I think it's a confidence issue now. It's clear. You can say there's been quite a lot of games where he wasn't used correctly because he was being flung on the wing just because he played, 4 games for Leipzig on the wing? Oh, yeah, okay, he can play on the wing. Like, no, that's not his position. He was playing there quite a lot. I felt maybe the psychological factor had come from that moment, from when he was playing on the wing, not getting the goals that he needed, even though he did at the beginning, but then he faded away. Not getting the goals or the assists or contributing as he should. I think maybe that is where it all began, when he was playing on the wing. Then he gets shifted to centre forward, where we know he can excel, and it's just not been going right at all. And now we know it's a confidence issue. He's going to have to work his way back up. We know he's been missing sitters to the point where he's literally in front of the goal and he doesn't put it in the net. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But he will come good. We all have faith in him. We all have faith. This isn't going to be a Morata situation. This isn't going to be a case of a striker comes to Chelsea, can't score goals, we sell him later on down the road and, it's like nothing happened. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Werner will come good. So we'll wait and see what happens. But I have full confidence in him. Arjun, thank you very much, says, do you agree with Boss that Kai should play as a central attacking midfielder? Well, he did say that Havertz can play really well as a false 9, and that's where he felt that he exceeded. I can get that. I can understand. But at the same time, I feel for Chelsea, central attacking midfielder is where I think he'd fit best and where he would be more comfortable. And if he's given at least a little bit of freedom to do what he wants up top and not having to come back and defend so much, I feel we will get the best out of him. So hopefully that starts tonight. If it is a 4-2-3-1, we'll see. I kind of got a feeling it's a 4-3-3. But if it's a 4-2-3-1, well, it begins tonight. We'll see. Subi, William, thank you very much, says, I would stay with that time, but put Ziyech instead of Kai in midfield because Giroud is injured. I'm sorry, for what? Is Giroud's not injured? If he is, I haven't heard. So that would be news to me. Let me just get things set up. Okay, here we go. We got 5 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 5 more minutes. Let's keep reading your comments. A lot of you are saying it's a 4-3-3. A lot of you saying, 4-3-3. If it's a 4-3-3, I'm going to be real with you guys. If it's a 4-3-3 and we're having to play Kovacic by himself as a defensive midfielder, I feel like, defensively, we're in trouble. Because if you've got Kai Havertz on the pitch, you don't want him defending so much. That's not what he does, And if you're asking him to defend so much, you're restricting him of his attacking ability. This is why I'm saying in a 4-2-3-1, stick him as a number 10. He doesn't have to come back as deep. He doesn't have to drop deep as much. But with Kovacic as a lone defensive midfielder, he's only got Mason Mount to help. That's why I'm hoping it's a pivot. Because if it is a 4-3-3 and Mount is a little bit more offensive, then it's going to take a little bit more time for him to track back and help Kovacic. And I feel like with the midfield, especially with Maddison, Maddison's a top tier footballer. Let's have it right. I feel like if we do go in that direction, Leicester will have the advantage in midfield. So 4-2-3-1 for me works perfectly. It goes man for man with Leicester City. We match them. We have the ability to deal with it. It means Mason Mount sits a little bit deeper and Kai Havertz doesn't have to drop as deep. He can stay more towards the top end of the pitch. And I feel that just works. I feel that works. So, yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. When it kicks off, we'll see how the players are lined up. And as the game progresses, we'll see exactly where all the players are positioned. And fingers crossed, it works out in our favour. I'm just hoping we don't go down in the first few minutes, because that could ruin everything. That really, really could. Hopefully we just win. Hopefully we just win. It would be a big win. If we beat Leicester tonight, it would be a big win, you know? Leicester are playing really, really well. And I feel like you get 3 points of the King Power. You've done yourself justice. So, here we go. Okay, we've got 3 more minutes until kickoff. 3 minutes. A few of you saying Giroud's injured. Do you mean he has a knock? Or do you mean he's actually out injured because, if I'm not mistaken, he's on the bench? No, he's not on the bench. He's not on the bench. No. Okay, so injury it is. Injury it is. Okay. Okay. He's got a knock. Okay. There we are. So, yeah, that's why he's gone with Tammy Abraham and left Timo Werner on the bench. Our bench consists of Kepa, no surprise, Christensen, Kurt Zouma, Jorginho, Hakim Ziyech, Billy Gilmore, Azpilicueta, Emerson, Timo Werner. When you look at it, there's options. That's for sure. There's options. Yes, he's got a knock. He's got a knock. Someone's mentioned Simon Johnson Twitter. What's gone on? No, come on. What's gone on with Simon Johnson? Let's hope Simon Johnson hasn't said something controversial right before kickoff. I mean, to be honest, just his interview yesterday, the night before. Yeah, the night before a big game like this, and we're hearing things like that. It's concerning. It is concerning. Okay, yeah, so Simon Johnson says, regarding Olivier Giroud's absence for Chelsea tonight, being told he picked up an ankle injury against Fulham. It's not too serious, but was too painful to be in the squad to face Leicester. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's understandable. Cool. But yeah, I honestly think the key that we have to find out is what the formation is. What is the formation? Is it a 4-2-3-1? Is it a 4-3-3? We don't know. We'll wait and see. Anyway, the game is going to be kicking off very, very shortly. This is going to be tense, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be tense. A few of you saying it's 4. A lot of you are convinced it's a 4-3-3. A lot of you are convinced it's a 4-3-3. Quick comment from Dean, thank you very much, says, respect to you, Eunice. I hope this array of talent will come good over the coming seasons. Like having a high IQ, but not being to leverage it fully. Yeah, it's fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. You know, we have a young squad. Let's have it right. We have a young squad. So yeah, for sure. We need to hopefully have players grow, progress, develop into world beaters. Hopefully that is the case. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. It's going to start any moment. Here we see Lampard shaking hands with Brendan Rodgers. Okay, the time has come, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope we don't get absolutely wrecked. Let's just pray. Everyone, put your hands together. Let's start praying. Here we go. Hopefully, we don't get destroyed and we leave here with 3 points. Let's do this. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Oh, man, I'm nervous. Are you nervous? Yeah. I can hear you all. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm absolutely, bricking it. I wouldn't blame you. It's Mason Mount on the centre circle. Let's go. Here we go. Come on, Chelsea. Ball over the top. Are we in? Oh, all right. We got a corner straight away. Is that a corner or a throw? It's a throw. 17 seconds in. We've won a throw. Fair play. TSX Live, thank you very much, says, I don't see why Christian Pulisic loses his place. Fact that he's been a victim of Lamp's playing out of position in favour of Werner at left wing for multiple games and still managed to be the highest rated forward per 90. It's an interesting point. I mean, it's difficult to leave any of them out. Personally, I'm just saying, I reckon in terms of, if you're going to play Hudson-Odoi, you play him on the left. I think Ziyech offers more on the right than Pulisic offers on the left. That's just me, though. But we'll see what happens. Leicester are currently unbeaten in, well, I'm not sure exactly how many games, but the last 5 games, they haven't lost one. Whereas we've lost a couple. we've lost a couple. Come on, Chelsea. Silva and Rudiger together, no Kurt Zouma. That's, again, a very interesting choice. Are we in? Is that Tammy Abraham? Tammy Abraham on the ball on the left-hand side of the box here. Gives it to Ben Chilwell. Is he going to cross it? No. He comes in. Mason Mount on the ball. I want to analyse and see what formation this is. We're seeing Kovacic a little bit deeper. Or is it a pivot? It's hard to say. This could be a 4-2-3-1. Actually, I'm trying to look. I'm seeing Kovacic deeper than anyone else. We're bringing the ball back to Edouard Mendy. This should give us an idea. So, we got Mason Mount's deep. He's deep. Oh, go on, Pewley. Abraham ran too far forward. Harvey Barnes, he runs past Reece James very easily. Come on, Reece, come on. Hudson-Odoi. Havertz. Mount's far forward. This is hard to tell. It's a 4-2-3-1. If I'm not mistaken, this is a 4-2-3-1. Kovacic has come extremely left and deep. Mason Mount's dropped deep. This is a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, it is. All right, cool. It looks like we've gone with a 4-2-3-1. Finally, Lampard might have listened. And Tammy's not making the run. He's not making the run. Come on, man. You got to be moving. I think we're going to see Mount as a proper box-to-box midfielder tonight. Really, really running up and down and not just pressing, you know? There's been this thing where all he does is just press. No. Use that energy for both ends of the pitch, mate. Not just pressing. Other players can press. We can press as a unit. We can press as a team. It doesn't have to be one man that does all the pressing. That's not how pressing works. But yeah, it does look like a 4-2-3-1. And there we are. Havertz is a lot more offensive. Mount's gone very wide there. Very wide. And here we come. Here's Leicester now coming through the middle. And it's a Leicester free kick. We got done there. Mount got caught out. Poor positioning. He got dragged out way too far. Leicester free kick. Here come Leicester. It's a corner ball. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is where you get nervous. You can just feel. 5 minutes, 25 minutes gone. 0-0. Corner ball for Leicester. Some of you saying it's a 4-4-2. I'll take a look at that. It could be. But if it's a 4-4-2, who's up front with Tammy? Havertz? Oh, that's too easy. That's too easy, lads. That's too easy. No. 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 Oh my God. You just knew it was coming, innit? You just knew it was coming. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen. This was gonna happen, and there we are. We are now on the back foot after 6 minutes. 6 minutes, we're 1-0 down. 6 minutes. I mean, what even happened? I mean, the amount of men in the box, and Ndidi, out of all men, Ndidi is by himself. Ndidi is by himself on the edge of the on the edge of the box. Come on. No, you can't blame Mendy for that. No way is that Mendy's fault. No way is that Mendy's fault. Absolutely not. He didn't move. He couldn't move. No keeper in the world is stopping that. But why is Ndidi being allowed that space on the edge of the D? Why is there no one tracking on the edge of the box? I'm sorry, but that's schoolboy. That is a schoolboy error. When you're defending a corner, you know there are runners, you know there are sitters on the edge of the D. You put someone there. Ndidi, of all men, Ndidi, someone that we know is a top midfielder. See, now we put pressure on ourselves after 6 minutes. This is where I think mentally we're going to begin to collapse. This is where, we've seen this script many times. And you just know the moment things go wrong, especially at the King Power Stadium. We've got history at this ground. We've got history here. Good movement from Chilwell. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Chilwell and Pulisic had something going on there, and then the pass to Pulisic was just absolutely poor. Leicester currently are going top of the league. Fair play to them. You have to say at this point, it's only been 8 minutes. We're already 1-0 down. You got to be concerned. You got to be very, very concerned at this point that this could be heavy. If we don't fix up fast, we're in trouble. Man. Why do we put ourselves in this situation? Why do we put ourselves in this situation? We always make life hard for ourselves. Why is it just us all the time? Mad. Look at other teams and you look at the stability they have. And then you look at us and we just, Heart Attack FC. Charity FC. Here, Leicester, you want to go top of the league? Yeah, sure, you are. No problem. It's 3 points. It's mad. And now we have to drag ourselves out of this hole. We have to pull ourselves out of this situation. Look, I mean, come on. They're running through so easily here. It's ridiculous. That right-hand side, sorry, both Callum and Reece James. What are you lads doing? Now Leicester have another corner. Oh, man. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Here comes the corner ball. Once again. Here's Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans, I always thought was okay at Man United. He wasn't fantastic, and I thought he'd just leave and just disappear. But he's done very well. Oh! Almost getting a man onto it. My God, Leicester just looks so much more up for it. Mason Mount retrieves the ball. Fair play. Hudson-Odoi, Kovacic trying to get out of this one. The Leicester press is very intense. It seems like what are you doing? What are you doing, mate? You got Hudson-Odoi in front of you. Hudson-Odoi's in front of you. This tendency to go backwards. Anyway, we seem to have recovered from that. Reece James on the right-hand side. Hudson-Odoi's making the run. He's making the run. Where's the vision? Where's the vision? Here comes Mace to Chilwell. Can we salvage something? Yeah, cross the ball and hope. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cross the ball and hope again. But look at Leicester. Look at Leicester's football down the middle. Anyway, poor pass. He went for the poor option there. He shouldn't have done that. But Chelsea on the counter. Reece James cross into the box. Tammy Abraham. Nothing. Nothing. Shah, thank you very much, says, what do we do in training? These are textbook mistakes. I agree. I agree. Like the way we conceded the goal. Marking on the edge of the box. That's something you learn at school. I mean, I'm not even talking about elite Premier League level footballers. I'm talking year 11 school coach type vibes. You know, make sure you're marking the man on the D. Watch out for the man that can run into the box. Watch out for him. Yeah, sure, no problem, Gaffer. You mark him. Look at this. Look at this. What are you lads doing? Oh, man. Chilwell and Mendy. I don't know what happened between Chilwell and Mendy there. Complete miscommunication. Complete miscommunication. Heavy pass and it's resulted in a goal kick. But my goodness, lads. Both of them didn't want it. Both of them just did not want the ball. What are you lads doing? Boba Fett says, enough is enough. We won't finish in the top 10. Yeah, not at this rate. Not at this rate. This is what I'm saying. Tonight is a must win. Tonight is a must win. And right now, we're a goal down after, 6 minutes. We've played 12 now. We're still 1-0 down. We need I want to say a bit of a miracle. Finally, Mendy has passed the ball to Ben Chilwell, and it worked. Great. Kovacic. Leicester's press is phenomenal. Leicester's press is phenomenal. Ben Chilwell caught out against his old teammates. They know him well. Wow. See, that's how you press. That is a press. So a comment here saying, what was the board thinking when signing some of our players? I'm sorry. You've seen, for those of you that have watched me for quite some time, you would know that over the last few years, I've blamed the board for a lot of mediocre signings, and not just me, many of us have done that. But the signings that we've brought through the door this time have nothing to do with the board. They done exactly what Frank Lampard wanted. Simple as that. For once, they backed the manager. Since Mourinho, they backed the manager fully. And these are Lampard signings. That's just the truth. He wanted these. He convinced all of them to come. They all spoke of him and the talks during negotiations with Lampard when it was all getting done. These are Lampard signings. So if you want to blame anyone for the signings, you got to look at Lampard first. It's the first time I've said that. You got to look to the manager probably since Mourinho. And in a negative sense, since AVB. 15 minutes gone. Zany, thank you very much, Zane says, it's party time. Did you see the masterpiece last night? Are you talking about Partey? Thomas Partey? If you are, then I get it. If you're not, then I don't get it. We look completely disjointed. Completely disjointed. Look at a runner. Look at the runner. Anyway, you haven't gone with that ball, but... Oh, that's fantastic. You see how they've eliminated 3 players in one pass. 3 players in one pass. And he's taken... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. He's hit the bar. Oh, my goodness. He's hit the bar. We are in serious trouble. We are in serious trouble right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going horrifically wrong. Look at everyone's ball chasing. Everyone is ball chasing. And that's the worst thing you can do at elite level, to just run after the ball when you're not in possession and you're having to defend. It's completely unorganised. There's no organisation here. And that's a foul for Leicester, free kick. My goodness, this is shocking. Omar Abdurrahman Ali, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Lampard looks baffled. Yeah, absolutely. Lampard looks absolutely baffled. There we are. They're showing him now. He's just folded his arms once again. It's funny. I'll give you guys a little joke. Shout out to my dad. He says that whenever Lampard has his arms folded, it looks like he's waiting for the bus. It does. It does. Oh, this is poor. What's going on? This is poor. Look, we look confused. No one wants it. No one wants the ball. No one wants the ball. Everyone's just looking at it. Honestly, this absolutely baffles me for elite level football. That's a foul, isn't it? Is that a foul? Goal kick. Okay, cool. Everyone's just watching the ball. This is mental. This is mental. We look, even in terms of just basic passing the ball to your nearest teammate, we look like we're in panic. We just look like we are in complete panic. Look at every time one player gets the ball. So Reece James is about to throw the ball in. He can't make a decision. Here we go. Another throw. Doesn't look like there's any chemistry. There we are. We've just lost the ball. Complete panic. It's like each player just wants to get rid of the ball. Get rid. I don't want it. And when you're playing like that, you're not going to play well. That's just the truth. You are not going to play well. Here comes Pulisic, gives it to Chilwell. JC, thank you very much, says, we look more and more clueless by every game gone. I mean, yeah, it's definitely looking that way. I'll give you that, that's for sure. It's concerning, very concerning. Mount, Kovacic sends it across to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi on the right-hand side. Gives it back, ball into the box. Reece James overhits it. Chilwell on the left. Kovacic. Oh my God. Look at the midfield of Leicester. Look how organised that is. When they're defending, they're defending. They are defending. Look at the men. There we are. And they win the ball. They win the ball. There we are. We shift over to the wings. Hudson-Odoi, Reece James. Oh, go on. He's through. Fall over. Anyway, he's taken the shot. It's a corner ball. Fair play. Good link up between Reece James and Hudson-Odoi. That's good movement. That's something. Corner ball. Emmanuel. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. This is our first corner of the game. This is probably the best chance that we have to score goals. Is set pieces. Thiago Silva! Good save. Kasper Schmeichel, even though it went straight to him, but good save. Good reaction. Passing along the back line. Leicester have a midfield 5 when defending, and we've just given them the ball. we've just crossed it to Chilwell. Chilwell's not even running, and it's just gone out for a Leicester throw. Very good header, Thiago Silva. Kasper Schmeichel, bit of an easy save that. I'll give him that. "20 minutes gone. Leicester 1, Chelsea 0. This is getting tiring. I'm not going to lie to all of you. This is getting tiring. You know, you hope for a new run of form. You hope for something to change. And now it's just, I don't know how many losses. If we do lose tonight, how many flipping losses is it over the last few games? It's just, you can't count them. Shah, thank you very much, says, possibly his last game as Chelsea manager. All you see Lampard doing... And that's an easy save for Kasper Schmeichel. All you see Lampard doing is folded arms. Either he doesn't care or he doesn't care. 2 a.m. morning continue. I don't want to say he doesn't care. I'm sure he cares. I think he's just clueless. I think he doesn't know what to do. And he's inexperienced. When you're throwing a manager like Lampard, who is a manager that hasn't been in this situation before as a manager, well, he's figuring out as he goes along. And that's the truth. This is why he looks clueless. This is where you need experience. You need experience of managers that have been in this situation, that know how to handle certain types of players when it's not going right. Tactics when it's not going right. Alternatives. These are things you get of experience. You don't get it just get thrown into the job like Lampard has. That's just the truth. You see the way Leicester press with their team as a unit. The entire team comes up. The entire team comes up. And then the entire team drops back to defend. It's a constant moving block. And when we lose possession, all of Leicester are already in place. With us, it's our forward men that do the pressing. Then there's this massive hole between our midfield or defence and midfield and attack. And we just look completely disjointed. That's a great ball over the top to Vardy. Good movement from Edouard Mendy, who comes out to retrieve it. Now here we go again. Oh my God. Oh, come on, lads. We can't even pass a ball. Here comes Mason Mount. He's attacking. He's going to give it to Pulisic. Yep, he gives it to Pulisic. And he loses the ball. No, he just about makes it. Kovacic to the right-hand side. We're being forced to go to the wings, and that's a fantastic tackle. That is a fantastic tackle from Justin on Reece James. And look at our midfield. They're not moving. They are not moving. The way that Leicester have just managed to go straight through there, and our midfielders are watching. These are the little things. He's just ball watching. Emmanuel, thank you very much, says, YTF, I don't get the game plan, do you? No, I don't get it. The way we're playing right now, I don't understand. Any runners? He's in. Is that Tammy in? His control is all over the place. And he's offside. They're debating the offside as to whether he was actually offside. But even if he wasn't, his control was all over the place. Antonio Rudiger, and he wins the Chelsea throw. Lads, come on. You know? What are we doing? I'm not sure if these players have been told, if Lampard's been told. This is a must win. You know, we have to win. Look, everyone is watching. Look, it's honestly, what a save, Edouard Mendy. Everyone is ball watching. I can't stress this enough. Either I've gone mad and I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Or this is happening a lot, but everyone is just watching the ball. There's no desire to try and win the ball back from Leicester. Everyone's just jogging. What's going on? Either the players don't want it, they're not bothered about the manager, or they're confused to the point where they don't know what to do. At this point, I don't know what's what. Corner ball. Oh my goodness. We can't let in another goal. We just can't. Oh, Hudson-Odoi got twisted. Cross into the box, being cleared. It's been cleared. Lads, what are you doing? Oh my God. Oh no. This is. I've lost words. I've lost words to describe what this is turning into, lads. I don't know. I mean, Chilwell retrieved it in the end. But my goodness. What are we watching? Oh, man. I'm not crying, by the way. Just... Well, you could say I'm shedding a tear. Because this is outrageous. Corner ball to Leicester again. Good ball in. That was an inch away from being headed by a Leicester man. Maddison. See, now, if you look at the... Let's compare. And let's look at the way Leicester moved the ball. Here they are. So here we go. They're moving the ball. Look at the way that they move the ball instead. Look at the amount of times that they find players in between the lines. They get into those half spaces. Look at the amount of times that they can get into those half spaces. And with us, we can't get even into a space. That's just the way we're playing. Look, one ball, one pass, and they've just cut through our entire midfield. And a bit of a poor pass from Maddison there has lost them possession. But prior to that, very easily through. Now let's look at us. Chilwell, Pulisic, pressed, lost possession. Free kick. But Leicester have that. They want it. We don't look like we want it. Leicester look like they're ready to put all bodies on line, all bodies on deck. They're doing everything, showing all the energy. Everyone's working at 120%. I'm not even sure if we're working at 50%. Look at Rudiger. Passes back to Thiago Silva. Look at our midfield. No movement. We've lost the ball. In case you didn't get the facial expression, we've lost the ball. And it's a Leicester free kick. Great. And we got a yellow card. Fantastic. Havertz is now in the book. Even Havertz looks like he's low on energy. Like, everyone just looks like they're not bothered. You know? Honestly, when you're looking at our players, it looks like they're jogging. There's no sprinting. You know, there's no... I'm running at my fullest here to go and win the ball back or to try and run past these players. I'm not seeing that. We're just seeing players jog. With Leicester, you can see them run. They are running. We don't look like we are. That's basic. I'm really sorry. That's basic. You know, we're talking about running at the highest level. Nearly 30 minutes gone. It's currently Leicester 1, Chelsea 0. Timo Werner on the bench wearing his surgical mask. Oh, man, come on. Oh. Leicester have got the basics right. They just have the basics right. Their movement is so slick. They're all moving for each other. And they all know where each other's going to be. You know, just from that throw alone, I think it was Castagna who just managed to send Chilwell in the wrong direction and got all the space for himself. Like, that's basic. You stay on your man. Come on. Oh, man. This is poor. This is borderline turning into a training session for Leicester. Let's have it right. Barnes, by the way, playing really well. Corner ball again to Leicester City. Their 5th corner compared to our 1. Ball into the box. Mendy. Good catch. Oba, says, I can't stand Chilwell right now. Leicester agent. Leicester agent. Nah, I don't want to say Leicester agent. I'm trying to figure this out. There we are. Just one ball over the top. We've lost the ball again. And then you look at Leicester. Look at that. Look at that. Good tackle from Kovacic. Good tackle from Kovacic. Man. We look out of ideas. Havertz, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi. Come on, mate, you're getting that on target. How are you not getting that on target? You got to stick that on target, mate. You have to. You have to stick that on target. You see, for once, I'm saying this for once, that was good link-up play in the middle between Havertz and Pulisic. You know, choosing that option, going down the middle. Hudson-Odoi needs to use his head there. He needs to use his initiative. Possibly try and throw it into the far bottom corner. You know, or go high. But he's just completely missed the target. We've won the ball back. Kai Havertz. He's got no one to pass the ball to, and we've lost the ball. He's got no one to pass to. And there we are. Leicester on the move. Reece James has managed to catch up. Oh, Barnes got handled correctly. Chilwell. Mason Mount. No, sorry, not Mason Mount. Pulisic. He's lost the ball. Pulisic's lost the ball. Oh, great ball over the top. Jamie Vardy. Oh my God, Jamie Vardy. Oh my God, Edouard Mendy. Good save. You see how easy it is for Leicester? You see how easy it is? One ball over the top. And it's almost 2-0. And then we get the ball. And what happens? We don't know what to do. Leicester have won the ball again. Leicester are looking very confident. There we go. We've got an avenue. There we are. Go on. Pulisic to Chilwell to no one. Abraham keeps it in. Kai Havertz. Take the shot, mate. You should have taken the shot. There's no one in the box to pass to. Murali, thank you very much, says, Eunice, we have 6 attacking players on the pitch. We can't keep the ball. Havertz looks like a feather. Why can't we attack? We need Ziyech for Pulisic. I honestly think Ziyech would suit this quite well. Again, I don't get why he... Well, I get the logic behind why he was put on the bench. But again, if it were me, I would have put Pulisic on the bench rather than Ziyech if we are going to play Hudson-Odoi. Vardy looked offside there, but it's a tough angle. It's hard to judge. He went for the dink. He really should have just gone for the shot. If he had gone for the shot, that could have been 2-0 there and then. You see, Kovacic on the ball. Look at our midfield. I'm looking at Havertz. I'm looking at Pulisic. I'm looking at Mount. No movement. There's no one. No movement. No movement. Now, Kai Havertz has managed to receive the ball by just standing still. Tammy needs to drop deeper as well. He's not doing anything up there. He needs to drop deeper. If you're not, as a striker, if you're not receiving the ball, you're a striker and you're not involved in the game, come deep and help. Just do something. Reece James to Kovacic. We're going wide again. Thiago Silva doesn't want to go wide. He's looking for a midfield option. We've gone wide anyway. Reece James. Mount, Kovacic to Ben Chilwell on the left. It's turning into the same story here. Sideways, 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 to the flank, to the flank, to the flank. That's what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Again. We're going sideways, sideways, sideways. Oh my God. This is painful. Can we do something? Can we penetrate? Can we do something, lads? Come on. Chilwell. He's gone backwards. Good ball from Rudiger. Pulisic. Come on, Pulisic. Do something. You can dribble. Do something. He's giving it to Kovacic. Kovacic. Thiago Silva. Mount, Rudiger. Come on. Hudson-Odoi. 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 Hudson-Odoi's in the middle. He's in the middle. There we are. There we are. There we are. Him and Mount. Him and Mount. Is that a foul? Penalty. Penalty. Oh my goodness. We've been given a penalty. This could be the lifeline. This could be the lifeline. I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm not getting ahead of myself. Hang on. Is that it's a free kick? It's a free kick. It's a free kick. It's a free kick. It's a free kick. It's not a pen. That's not... That's a free kick. That's not a penalty. That's outside. That's outside. No lifeline. Ladies and gentlemen, no lifeline. No lifeline. Look at this VAR angle. How are you going to tell if that's... There we are. That's a better angle. Yeah, that's out. That's out. It's a free kick. Even Brendan Rodgers is having a look. It's a free kick. It's a free kick. Yep. Free kick. It's a free kick. Good decision. Good decision. But not good for us. Not good for us because we could have done with that lifeline. We really could have done with that lifeline. Gonna read this comment very quickly. Adias, thank you very much, says, to be honest, I think Chelsea should sell Pulisic, not appreciate that this club literally is the most creative player and saved us last year, and you'll want to bench him. It's a valid comment, if we put that into context, it's a valid comment, but that would mean Hudson-Odoi doesn't play. You know, and the one thing is many people have seen that Hudson-Odoi is deserving of a start, and that would mean either Pulisic or Ziyech being benched. Now, Lampard has chosen to bench Ziyech. Many would have benched Pulisic instead of Ziyech, so that's the only deciding factor. We've got Mason Mount on the edge of this. Now, if there is one thing Mason Mount can do very well, is shoot from distance or take a free kick and stick it into the top corner. Hands down. So it's him and Chilwell on the top of this. Or Havertz? No, him and Havertz. I'd give this to Mason. I'd give this to Mason. Let Mason take it. Very tough to get up and down, but let Mason take this. Unlucky. Unlucky. It's too close. It's very close. To get that tight, it's very, very close. Very close. The best thing in that situation to do is to try and find the gap and just go with loads of power. That would be the only way to possibly get the ball into the net that way. Johnny Evans is a very lucky man. Very lucky man for bringing him down, for bringing Pulisic down on the edge there and not in the box. 40 minutes. Leicester 1. Chelsea 0. Leicester on the ball. Oh my God, what a ball. Oh my God. We're finished. We're finished, ladies and gentlemen. It's done. We're done. We're done. Not 12-0. Flipping hell. Can you imagine that? Look at that one ball over the top. Oh, and Rudiger got sucked in nicely. Nicely. Look at that ball. Rudiger got sucked in. Reece James is completely just let Maddison go on his ones. Reece James has just allowed him. He's just gone, yeah, go on, mate. There you are. Show me your ID. You know, before you go into a venue, you're like, can I see your ID, please? Yeah, okay, nice one. Yeah, go in. No one's there. You are. Go through that door there. Go straight. You'll find your way through. That is what Reece James just done to Maddison. It's 2-0 now. We're done. We're done. This is what we were scared of. This is what we were scared of. Let's have it right. This is what we were scared of. We all said this. That there was always a good feeling that we were somehow going to throw this away. And right now, second half is going to be an absolute miracle for Chelsea to come back from this. No way do we come back from this. Not like this. How many shots have we had on target? Let me actually try and look at this. If it's one, I'll be surprised. So let's check, yeah? Let's check. Oh, we've had 2 shots on target. And Lamps has had 4. And I can hear my dad telling me, Lamps is looking at the time. You know, when does my job end? Yeah, it probably is at this point. I think Roman Abramovich is probably on the phone right now, if I'm being completely real with you guys. This is mental. You know what? You know what Lampard needs to do? Go into the dressing room at half time and just give the complete, you know, Alex Ferguson Beckham treatment and just start throwing the boot at everyone. Because I think if the players are not listening to you now, mate, what hope have you got? What hope have you got? You know what I mean? If they're not listening or they're not doing what you're asking or they don't know what to do and you have no idea what to ask them to do, mate, maybe, you know, just start throwing the boot at them. Maybe they'll start playing better. I don't know. This is poor. Pulisic has come a lot more central now to try and make something happen. Maybe a little bit too late. Leicester free kick. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, we're on the brink of half-time. So when it gets to half-time, guys, do start sending in your comments. And I really want to get to the bottom of how you guys are feeling. Let me know. Honestly, no filter. You can be as honest as you want here. I don't like to camouflage or sugarcoat anything. I say it as it is. If it's going fantastically well, I will say this is brilliant. If it's going horribly wrong, I will say this is horrific. So, you know, you get what you see with me. Paul, thank you very much, says the 4-3-3 don't work. Mate, at this point, I don't even know what formation we're playing. Honestly, I don't know. We could be playing. I don't know. Like we could be playing a 2-7-1 at this point, if that's even a formation, and I still wouldn't know. This is nuts. This is mental. Why did Zouma not start? Is another comment from TTVYWL. I don't know. Someone in the comments going Fulham.
They're playing
Oh man, I don't know if you heard that. That was my dad referencing. How do I explain this to you guys that won't understand? There's this Algerian manager that's regarded as a legend in some sort of capacity, at least, because he led Algeria to 2 World Cup finals, not the final, but to 2 World Cup tournaments. And he was very defensive and always looking to play in such a secure manner. And my dad just said, yeah, we're playing in a 10-1 formation. If we're playing in a 10-1 formation, this is horrific defending. What are we doing? Honestly. This has writing on the wall. It has a writing on the wall. I think... Oh, hello. Pulisic? No? Nah. Because Leicester know how to defend. See, this is a difference. Leicester can defend. There we are. Mount's already frustrated and it's not even half time. Paul Ross, thank you, mate, says Lampard is done now. Pass the stand still, pass the ball, stand still, pass the ball, stand still. WTF. Yeah, it's spot on. There we are, Lampard going... You know, I don't want to laugh, but this is what it's come to. Lampard walking into the tunnel with his arms still folded. Like, he's now walking into the tunnel with his arms folded. I mean, that says it all, really, innit? That says it all. This is sad. This is very sad. Let's put it into context. This is very sad because if there's one man on the planet that any Chelsea fan would want to succeed as the gaffer, it's someone like Lampard. Absolutely, you know. And for the fact that he's been brought into this very early, he's been brought into this where now he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to sort this. And it's obvious he doesn't know how to sort this. It's very sad because it's only going to end one way. And when it ends one way for someone like Lampard, where you want Lampard to succeed, you know, it's sad. It's sad it's come to this. Jalkovic, thank you very much, says high line doesn't work. Defenders are facing their own goal. And play opens up behind them. Defenders are the only creative players offering long balls. But this is the problem. At this point, it honestly looks like whether we play with a high line and Leicester get a ball over the top and that works for them, or we play in a low block, or we play in a mid block, you could say, a little bit deeper, and Leicester still find their way through. One way or the other, Leicester are getting through. This is the concern. Leicester are getting through. You know? They've already scored one goal where they had a man on the edge of the D, we were too deep, and no one marking Ndidi on the edge of the box. They score. Then the other goal, we're too high, ball goes over the top, Rudiger's caught out, Reece James is allowing Maddison to go straight through, even though Reece James, you could say, is probably the fastest defender in our back line. He even gets caught out and lets Maddison through in on goal. The whole thing just... The whole thing stinks. The whole thing is just not good. Regardless of what we do, it's just not good. And it just doesn't look like... It doesn't look like... This has gone beyond tactical. Today, this has gone beyond tactical. This has gone to the basics, you know? And this is where you look at it and you get scared if things are getting worse. This has gone to the basics of, you know, sprinting, basic running, showing basic energy, you know, jogging. These players are jogging. These players in midfield are either too clamped together and all going into one direction, following the ball, each other all following the ball, or they're all spaced out and they're jogging, and Leicester players are just going straight through. this has gone beyond tactical. This has now gone to a basic, can you please just play at 100% for me, please? That's what it's come to. And it doesn't look like Lampard is getting a reaction out of him. It does question what the hell are these guys doing in training. You have to ask that question. What is going on in training? What do we train on? As honestly, I would love to go to Cobham and watch one training session. Just one training session. I would love to know what we do in training. I'm going to go through some of your comments at the moment. These pundits are going through what's happened with the game. DSR Gaming 86, thank you very much, says, I understand why people want Lampard sacked, but then what? Where do we go from here? It's a good question. It's a good question. Because people will give you different opinions. Now, if there's one man that I know many Chelsea fans will be happy with, that's going to be at the end of the season. That's not going to be now. And that's Julian Nagelsmann of Leipzig. Everyone will tell you Nagelsmann will be the man to go to. But we can't get him now. We can't get him now. If we do get rid of Lamps, we're going to have to go through the rest of the season with an interim. So who's that interim going to be? I honestly don't know. Who is going to be an interim? You know? Are we going to go and get Avram Grant? Are we going to call Gus Hiddink for a third time? Let's call Gus for a third time. Be nice to see Gus. Last time we called upon him after Jose got sacked for the second time. So the first time was 2008? Was it after Scolari? I think we brought in Hiddink, if I'm not mistaken. And Hiddink done well. Won the FA Cup with some good players. And the second time we brought him in, he steered the ship. We weren't winning, but we weren't losing. We just kept drawing loads of games. Maybe that is what we'll need to even have a chance of getting top four. I mean, here we are. They're showing the goal again. This is unbelievable. How is Ndidi by himself? He is alone. He's alone. And we've got 3 players in the box not marking anyone. Basic. And Mark Schwartz has just pointed that out. Ketten, thank you very much, says, if Lamps doesn't make the tactical changes at half-time, I'm done with the match now. Werner and Ziyech in for Abraham and Kovacic. I mean, to be honest, Lampard's going to need to pull off a miracle here, if I'm being real. Paul Ross, thank you, says, he's obsessed with possession, not scoring to gel. The team, he doesn't see the light. I get that vibe. That we seem to be going in the direction of let's just try and create a passing game. All for what? For not getting the ball into the box. And the only time we do is when we cross it. Cosmi Fulanito, I hope I said that correctly. Thank you very much. Says, Havertz always asks for the ball, never gets it. Good observation. With Havertz, to be honest, throughout our whole midfield, but if you have to point one midfielder that we see getting into the right positions at least when attacking, it's Kai Havertz. But even so, you can see that there has been times he's called for the ball, not received it. And there's been times where we've seen good link-up between him, Hudson-Odoi, but that's it. You know, that's it. When there's nothing else. There's nothing else. Monado says, Arteta and Lampard really did a Freaky Friday at the Emirates. Sorry, I need some water. I really do after this. My God. We need to go through another 45 minutes of this. Arteta and Lampard, yes, it does look like they switched lives. When we got beat by Arsenal, it looked like we traded with them. I mean, look at Arsenal yesterday. You see, with Arsenal, here's an example, yeah? Arteta brought Smith Rowe into the game against us. Yeah? That was the first introduction of Smith Rowe, if I'm not mistaken. And that was the first time that he had really given Saka the opportunity, okay, mate, you're starting today. Like we've done with Hudson-Odoi today, yeah? Look how well they've blended into the team now. They are now first-timers. They're in the starting 11. Arteta saw against Chelsea that worked. Cool. Didn't switch it. He kept it. We have this tendency to just keep changing. Every 11 is different. Every 11 is different. We need some consistency. And we don't get that. Arteta has more consistency than us now. That's how mad it's gotten. Let me read through your comments. MAK says, thank you very much, by the way. I feel like Tomori would have been useful, not just here, but in these past few games. Lamps has changed. He's more stubborn and less meritocratic. I completely agree. With that, I fully agree. I'm shocked that Tomori is being allowed to go to AC Milan with an option to buy. And in a time where you want to switch up your centre-backs, if you don't want to play Zouma, Tomori's the next in line. And he's proven that. You know? So why are we sending him out on loan if he has the opportunities to play? And if we do send him on loan, cool. Why are we giving the option to buy? Baffles me. Amu says, can we get a manager that can last at least 3 seasons? I would love that, mate. I would love that. But the only man that has managed to survive that under Roman Abramovich is Jose Mourinho. Once. He almost done it twice, and then we got rid of him in his 3rd year. So, yeah, he's the only one that's done it. Everyone else has been sacked early. Yeah. Carlo Ancelotti should have received more time. Yeah. But when things are going bad like this, you can't blame Roman for pulling the trigger. You just can't. Because it's a money game. You have to understand, football is also a money business. That's the main priority now. Back in the day, it was about the football and then about the money. Now it's about the money and then the football. And if Roman sees his pocket will be affected by not getting Champions League football, he will take action. That's as any businessman would. It's as simple as that. Aegistal, thank you very much, says, Tuchel in or wait for Nagelsmann? See, that's the dilemma. We could either get Tuchel now, we could get Allegri now. Or we wait and we get Nagelsmann later. Or we get Hasenhüttl later. It's difficult. It's difficult. But again, that's up to Roman. We'll see what happens. Phil says, thank you very much, mate. We caught Arsenal's bug. Shake my head. Yeah, it does look like we caught the Arsenal virus and we don't have the cure. You know, we were the cure for Arsenal and now we've caught their virus and we can't get rid of it. So yeah, that's what it's come to. Ayusha, thank you, says, Havertz has been disappointing. If Lamps goes, which he most probably will, where from now? Don't think anyone can get us top 4. You know, Havertz, I don't think has been bad. I think he's been static at times. But again, I think that's everyone. Everyone has just looked slow. Everyone is just not moving. Everyone's jogging. Everyone is hesitant. Everyone's in a panic mode. You can't just put that on one player. When we've had a couple of combinations happen, Havertz has been involved. So I'll give him that. But apart from that, yeah, I can't really say anything about Havertz, but I can't say anything about anyone. You know? This is what it's come to. No one has been standout. I mean, even Hudson-Odoi, where he's been deserving to start. Here he is. What's he done? Like everyone else, not much. Not much. If there's one man that I can see is getting into some dangerous areas, it's Christian Pulisic. I'll give him that. And he almost won the penalty. Won the free kick, not the penalty. But he was getting in. He was getting into there. We saw Pulisic link up in the middle with Kai Havertz. You remember? That was good to see. So Havertz has been involved. But again, it's just the whole team. The entire side are just static. Everyone has just been... It's like everyone's operating at 45%. And I don't get it. Andrew says, I may be thinking in FIFA terms, but although Hudson-Odoi deserved to start, his best position might be super sub to change the game with his pace. Thoughts? I get where you're coming from. But honestly, as I've just said, I'm not putting this on one player. I'm seeing the whole side not function. Everyone, as I've said, is just operating at 45 or 50%. So we could say this player should come in, this player should go off, this player should play here, this player should play there. The entire team are just low on energy. And it's definitely not low on energy because they're tired. No, there's no way we're tired. we're just not operating. And, you know, that does begin to ask questions. Are these players really playing for the manager? That's where it comes. That's where it all boils down to. Are these players actually bothered to give 100% for this gaffer? And you'd like to think yes. But right now, it doesn't look like it. It really doesn't look like it. Yosmar, thank you very much, says, at this point, it's not an individual thing. Sorry, your comment has literally just disappeared. There we are. At this point, it's not an individual thing. We invested heavily, and not a single player has improved under Lamps. He seems defeated and lost. It's sad. I fully agree with those words. I fully agree. Samuel, thank you very much, mate, says, I remember when it was rumours of Lamps coming to coach Chelsea. You called it and said he needed more experience. You were right, bud. Hashtag from Las Vegas. Thank you very much. And it wasn't just me. Jan said it, George said it, Matisse said it, others did say it. But when it happened, let's have it right. When it happened, we were all in the mode of, oh my God, okay, all right, cool, we've signed Lampard. Let's hope he's ready. Let's hope he's ready. Let's embrace it because it's flipping Frank Lampard, yeah? This is fantastic. We've got Lamps at the helm. And it felt good because it's Lampard. But yeah, now we look at it. He's inexperienced. And he can't. I feel like he can't get out. He can't get us out of this situation. He just can't because he's never been in it. He doesn't know what to do. Let me see. Aravind, thank you very, very much, mate. Much appreciated. The second half is about to kick off again. Cosmo Fulanato, thank you. Fulanito. Yeah, corrected it. Why? If no one's playing well, it's a tactical issue. Not necessarily. It could always be a psychological issue, and it could always be a downing tools. Because if it's a tactical issue, it can mean you change a couple of players, the dynamic of the game changes. You change the formation, the dynamic of the game changes. Right now, with a different lineup compared to the last game and the game before that, we've tried different players out. No one is functioning as they should. No one. So that worries. Viper says, bring back Kante. Thank you very, very much. Murali says, not to be negative, but this team is no way winning 3-2. No character. Second half has just started. I'm going to read out these comments. I don't know. Goals are made in training in Cobham. Why doesn't this lot score? It's crazy. M Evolution says, all of us new signings said that they came to this club supposedly because of Lampard. Do you think they still feel the same? Well, exactly. And they're not playing like it. They're not playing like it. Not at all. Leo says, this team needs to play as a counter-attacking team. That's one thing that we know Lampard might not probably do. And even as a counter-attacking team, defensively, we look all over the place. So, this is where I'm saying, tactically, it doesn't look like, you know, whatever we do, something might work. It just looks like whatever we do, nothing works. Aravind says, our players lack determination. Most of the time, link-up play is missing. I agree. Can we bring Steve Holland to Chelsea? Was good when he was assistant manager. For sure. He was a very, very good assistant manager. Les says, I love that you hear us out as fellow Chelsea fans and don't call us morons or idiots for having an opinion like other YouTubers. Number one Chelsea channel. Honestly, no, look, I'm of the mindset of you have an opinion, you're entitled to it. Now, if I agree or disagree with that, that's my business. But if I agree, I will tell you. If I disagree, I will tell you, but I will respectfully disagree. And we move. It doesn't mean my opinion is worth more than yours or yours is worth more than mine. At the end of the day, we're all fans. And we can talk about this, but it doesn't mean we need fights and arguments and this, that and the other and calling each other names and like the toxicity we've seen on Twitter in the last 24 hours. I'm not about that life. I'm just not about that life. You can say honestly what you want, you know. It doesn't undermine your opinion as a Chelsea supporter. That's the reality. So here we are. We are in the second half now and Chelsea need a miracle. We might need the second coming of Jesus himself to come to the King Power and somehow sort this out, because that's the only way I think we're getting a result. J Mojo says, thank you very much, says, are you Lampard out now? I back the manager no matter what, yeah. But I'm now starting to think he can't fix this. He can't fix this. And my only concern is what we're going to do if we do get rid of Lampard. Can Lampard fix it? I personally don't think he can. Does that warrant a sack? Possibly, yes. But if we do sack him, what do we do? That's what I want to know. Because it's not a case of that manager's available, get him. If we were in that situation, I'd be saying, okay, yes, please, Roman, let's just bite the bullet and get on with it. But we're in a tough situation. Who do we bring in? And as far as I'm concerned, I see the best option as an interim. But who do we bring in as an interim? You know, are we actually going to bring back Gus Hiddink? I'm not even saying this as a joke. That could be an option. Mad. JC says, cross. Leicester heading for the top and Lampard heading for the chop. No nice one. No substitutes. This is embarrassing. Clueless at the moment. Yeah. Someone said Emma Hayes in. Andrew Jewell. Thank you very much for that. For those of you that don't know, Emma Hayes is the manager of the Chelsea women's team. And she's a flipping good one as well. She has got the women's team playing fantastic. It's a pleasure watching the women's team, honestly. Here Leicester come again. Here Leicester come again. Here they go. And maybe not. Kai Havertz, Hudson-Odoi. And we've lost the ball. Good tackle from Ndidi. Fantastic. That's a defensive midfielder, you know. Maddison. Look at the space. Again, our midfielders are just ball watching. We're just not marking. We're just allowing them to have the ball. Oh my God. I thought that was 3-0. I thought that was 3. Man. How has James Justin not put that in the book? And look, no one's marking him. No one. You see, this is what I'm talking about. These are basics. I'm sorry. These are unforgivable mistakes at this level. To leave a man by himself on the far post? What is going on? This is mad. This is honestly mad. If this is the reaction we're giving for the second half, we might as well call it a day. Save the energy and let's go and play Luton. Yeah, we got Luton next in the cup. So, yeah. Which is another reason why I think Lampard might be in trouble. Because Luton in the cup could give the new manager time to figure himself out against lower opposition. Mount cross, Abraham header, easy save. Man. What are we watching? Some of you are saying Tuchel. I don't know. I'm not entirely sold on Tuchel. I'm going to be honest. I'm not entirely sold. I think he's a manager that will easily start having problems with players and board. We don't need more of that. Oh, Mason Mount's won it back. Kai Havertz, Abraham, Mount, and we've lost the ball. So that was all for nothing. And Leicester on the counter. Ooh. Kovacic with a tackle. Fantastic skill there. Yeah. And a few of you saying Allegri as well. The one thing with Allegri, you know, it's the history of Italian managers. Somehow at Chelsea, Italian managers just don't end up working well, does it? He will get results. I feel for 1-2 seasons, we will see an improved Chelsea under Allegri. And a bit more of a conservative Chelsea. I think we'd go back to the... we'd be playing possession-based football, but it would be slightly more defensive. That is how Allegri functions. Now, it depends if the Chelsea fan base want, progressive football. Because that has been the topic for a few years now. We want to move away from playing defensively. We want to play progressive football. It depends if Roman still wants that. Or if he's like, you know what, I don't care about what football we play now. We seem to have tried everything. With Sarri and now Lampard and all that. It's not working. Cool, look, I just want results. If we go back to that, then yeah, maybe Allegri is the man. Because I think with results, Allegri will get them. But how long before it all crumbles and Allegri gets the sack? we have to come to terms with the fact that maybe we won't get a long manager. Maybe getting a manager for years is just not going to happen in the modern game. Maybe, you know, maybe that just is not going to happen. Or at least under Roman Abramovich, that's just not going to happen. It's something to consider. It's something to consider. M Evolution, thank you very much, says, at this rate, we'll actually be agreeing with Chelsea's FIFA ratings next year. All 75, 80, 82 at best. Yeah. Chelsea moving the ball forward now. What do we do with it? Kovacic to Reece James. Reece James cross into the box. Corner ball. Okay. Corner ball into the box, and Kasper Schmeichel retrieves it quite easily. Leicester on the attack. Oh, what a ball! You see what I mean? Just that. It's not just Leicester. This is every game where I see it takes that one pass and they're through. One pass and then they're through. Oh my God, this is free. It's 3-0. He's offside. He's offside. Oh my God. You see, this is, again, it happened against Aston Villa. It happened against Manchester City. It happened against Fulham, even though we won that game, but it happened and they didn't take advantage. And now it's happened here. It takes one pass to split our team straight down the middle and the opposition's not in on goal. All the time. We are getting battered. We are getting absolutely decimated here. "55 minutes gone. I wonder where the substitutions are going to come in. Place your bets. What minute does Lampard make the subs?" Yeah, good comment here. Almost all of our conceded goals are from counters, and it's frustrating. Lamp doesn't change much to prevent that tactically. No, I agree. I agree. I'm going on the right-hand side, Reece James. Mount. All of you are putting your minutes in the comments. You're all saying minute 70, yeah? Yeah, that's probably the that's probably the best bet. Here comes Mason Mount, Hudson-Odoi, Kai Havertz in the middle. Kai Havertz to the middle. Pulisic. He tries to do something. He's dribbling his way past. Mate, take the shot. Leicester on the counter-attack now. Here they go. One ball straight to Vardy. Here we go. Another ball. Cross diagonal. There we are. 3-0. This is free, isn't it? Oh my God, what a save. What a save, Edouard Mendy. We are in tatters. Defensively, we are a shambles. Let's have it right. We don't know what we're doing. And this is what happens when you're on the back foot and you allow yourself to be put under the pressure of counter-attack. There you are. I mean, look at Kovacic. He's not even running backwards. He's running sideways. Leicester on the counter-attack and Kovacic is running sideways. I mean, what is going on? Edouard Mendy with a top save there. Very top save. Rick, thank you very much, says you should go for a 4-4-2 from a West Ham fan. All right, so a West Ham fan is in the chat now giving us tactical advice. We need to go to a 4-4-2. Much appreciated, mate. Thank you very much. To be honest, West Ham are performing a lot better than Chelsea right now. Hence why West Ham are above Chelsea in the Premier League table, even as it stands. I mean, now Chelsea are in trouble of going into 12th. I'm just going to put that out there. We could go 12th. I never thought I'd say those words. I never thought I'd say those words. Not since 15-16. I never thought I'd say those words. So we could go into 12th. Anyway. Oh, is that a foul? Is that a foul? That's a foul. Chelsea free kick. Vardy almost getting away with that one. But he doesn't. Hype Beast Homerus for a very interesting comment there says Peter Bosz in. Peter Bosz is someone that managed at Bayer Leverkusen, who managed Kai Havertz, who knows Kai Havertz very well. Interesting. Let's have it right. I think our next manager is going to be German. At this rate. I don't know if it's just me, but we look worse. This second half, we look poorer than we did in the first half. I didn't think we'd do that. If Lampard is fired, who would take over? Because most coaches are taken at the moment. Again, that's the dilemma. That's the dilemma. It would probably be an interim. AJM12, thank you very much, mate, says bring Aspi on for Havertz and move Reece into central defensive midfield. I know Reece James done that at the academy, but he's never done that at senior level. I don't know what Reece James will do in the DM. I really don't know. I really don't know. Silva tries to do the John Terry and send the ball over the top. Doesn't work. Leicester clear the ball away. And Jamie Vardy is there to clean up. Leicester throw. Jamie Vardy's a good striker, man. Top striker. Top striker. Someone says, get Roberto Di Matteo back. We might win the Champions League. Imagine the scenes. Imagine the scenes. That's funny. I'll give you that. No, we're not going to bring back Di Matteo. I'm sure he doesn't want any more of that. I'm sure he doesn't. You know, he got sacked, literally. He won the Champions League. Then he was given, if I'm not mistaken, was he given a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal? I think it was a 2-year deal. And then after about 10 games, he was sacked. You know, this is what I'm saying. Roman doesn't hesitate. Roman don't care. Roman will fire you on the spot. Oh. Almost. Oh my, we are under so much pressure. It's ridiculous. Balaji, thank you very much, says this is the Premier League Royal Rumble table. Royal Rumble, except we've been eliminated after being, you know, like first entrant number 1, and then we got thrown over the top rope immediately. Immediately. We're not even in contention to win the Royal Rumble. Shout out says, bring back Gus Hiddink. Come on. I mean, at this rate, I think that's a genuine possibility. I'm not even lying. That's a genuine possibility. We are at minute 61. See, now this is where I have a problem with Lampard. We are at minute 61. We are 2-0 down. We are playing worse than the first half, as far as I'm concerned. We're not doing anything. Why is there no one warming up? I can't see anyone warming up. And if they are, they're far away. Yeah. Alright, there's 2 men warming up. No subs being made. Why? Why? Oh my God. Look at Fofana go. Look at Fofana go. Just running like Usain Bolt. Madlinks 555 Van, thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Mount to Havertz. Havertz loses possession and Leicester now on the ball again. And look at our players. I mean, look, Havertz is walking. Mount is jogging. Kovacic is jogging. Leicester on the attack and everyone's jogging. What's going on? What's going on? Leicester trying to move the ball about here. They're looking for an avenue and they have found one. Tielemans, and Maddison is by himself in the middle of the pitch. And it takes Mason Mount to run back now in order for him to get back into position. And I don't know what happened just there, but my goodness. Johnny Evans just whacking that out of play. Timo Werner is coming on. What's going on here then? I think we might be going to a 4-4-2. This screams 4-4-2. This screams 4-4-2. It's going to be Timo and Tammy. Ziyech is coming on. Who's coming off? This is going to be interesting. Who is coming off? JC says... Beyonce called it. To the left. Everything you have, pass it to the left. Start with crossing. That's my stuff. If I cross it, please don't touch. That's a genius comment. That's a genius comment. Oh, man. Amu, thank you very much, says, it feels as we can only win the league by having defensive-minded coaches. I mean, yeah, history does say that, yeah. Whether it was Jose, whether it was Antonio, defensive-minded coaches win leagues very quickly. So, Allegri might be happy at that. He might be happy at that. Mason Mount concedes the free kick. We're going to make substitutions now. Minute 65. Minute 65. Who's coming off? Lampard, arms folded, as usual. Good pass from Havertz to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi, Kovacic. We've got Chilwell making a run. Chilwell's made the run. He's got the ball now. Chilwell and nothing. Nothing. He's had to go back. Because Leicester defend very well. Rudiger, Reece James, and that's gone to no one. Oh, Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi has to go backwards. Oh man, this is just frustrating. Kovacic. Pulisic, Silva, James to the left-hand side. Kovacic back to Chilwell. Is he going to cross it into the box? No. Crossfield ball to Callum Hudson-Odoi. We're just looking to try and make a cross, and we can't because Leicester are defending very well. Anyway, Hudson-Odoi makes the cross, and Kasper Schmeichel catches it because that was very easy to read. We're very easy to read. We're so predictable in what we're trying to do. You know? I'm curious to see what these substitutions are going to be. Anyway, Leicester have just lost possession. Oh, here we go. Who's coming on? Who's coming off? So, Ziyech and Werner. Hudson-Odoi is coming off for Hakim Ziyech. Havertz. So we've gone to a 4-4-2. We've gone to a 4-4-2 with Kovacic and Mount as our midfielders. And Werner alongside Tammy Abraham. Pulisic on the left. Hakim Ziyech on the right. Kai went off. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. My audio, what's happened to my audio? How about now? How about now? Let me know if the robot sound is gone. You're not saying Darth Vader. Luca, thank you very much, says Crossley FC, no creativity, no fight, no plan B. I love Frank and I will always will, but this is just not working out. Yeah, all good. Okay, I sorted the audio. Audio is good. Lovely jubbly. Nice one. Cheers, lads and ladettes. Thank you for letting me know. We've got 20 minutes left and we need to score 3 goals. After 70 minutes, it doesn't look like we can even score 1. So, yeah, this is going to be a very long 20 minutes. Anyway, in a 4-4-2. Oh, he's made the run, but no control. And that's offside. He's offside anyway. And even so, Leicester had that covered. They're defending fantastic. Thank you very much. Dara says Chelsea strategy. Get the ball into Schmeichel's arms. Yeah, that's that does look like what it is, yeah. Honestly. What has it come to, eh? What has it come to? Leicester are in full control. Full control. And you can sense it as well. You just know that they feel that they're in full control. Oh, come on. Come on, Kovacic. What pass is that, man? Ball to Ziyech. Ziyech to Reece James. Reece James goes backwards. Honestly, lads. On the left-hand side, Pulisic in, and that's a goal kick. Goal kick. Fair play. Good tackle. Good tackle. Good burst from Timo Werner. Good movement from Timo Werner. Yeah. Chelsea are in relegation form is a couple of the comments that I'm seeing at the moment. And yeah, absolutely. It's true. It's true. We definitely have one of the worst forms in the league. Absolutely. You know, having lost Everton, Wolves, Arsenal, City, and now this, and having drawn a few games as well, and only beaten Fulham and West Ham in the mix of those games that I just mentioned, that is relegation form. Toby Pugh, thank you very much, says Lampard has no cojones. I'm gonna put it like that. Just for demonetization purposes. And I'm just fed up. Yeah, big time, big time. We're all fed up, mate. We're all fed up. It's tiring. Now it's got to a point now where it's just exhausting. This isn't what I want to see from Chelsea. There we are, ball to Ziyech. Do something. Do something. We've lost the ball. We've lost the ball, you see. And now Reece James has just pushed. He's just pushed him over, and there we are. It's a free kick to Leicester. This is where you can see players are getting frustrated, and players are starting to lose their heads. And when that happens, there's no way back. There's no way back. Lampard, I mean, you're looking at Lampard now, he looks dejected. You can see, you can read his eyes. He just looks... I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm going to be waiting for the announcement after the game. Not after the game, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I'm going to be waiting for an announcement. I think Lampard is done. It's ironic, isn't it? In 15-16, Mourinho's last game for Chelsea was here against this team. And it finished 2-1. We scored a goal. I remember Mahrez was the one that came in and put the ball into the top corner because Azpilicueta let him cut inside. And Mourinho came out after the game and said, I feel like my tactics were betrayed. And then he was sacked. And today we're about to lose 2-0 with 15 minutes to go. We'll see what happens. We might score. They might score even more. And honestly, I think it's the end for Lampard here as well. The problem is, the only difference is back then, no fan really wanted Mourinho gone because it's Mourinho. But with us now, we've got quite a bit of the fan base asking for Lampard to get the job because nothing's happening. Anyway, Leicester making substitutions. So Maddison is coming off. Fair play to Maddison as well. Maddison's put in one hell of a shift. Fantastic. Yeah, Lampard's arms were born cross. I've never seen arms not folded. Yeah. If Lampard sacked, who would come in for the next few games? Again, honestly, if we're going to get an interim, I really think Roman will be picking up the phone to either Avram Grant or to Gus Hiddink. Because that's the only way we can go on until the end of the season. Or he might try and call Steve Holland and ask for, a helping hand from England. Or something. Or Jody Morris might take it to the end of the season. But even then, there's no experience there, so I don't know. I don't know. Or he could be looking at a replacement straight away. And it would mean getting Tuchel or Allegri. One of them. But personally, I want Nagelsmann. If it comes down to it, I would want Nagelsmann at the end of the season. That would be fantastic. But it would mean us going for an interim. And it would mean us potentially not getting Champions League football. That is where it's heading at the moment. Top 4 is getting even more distant. But I believe we have the talent in the team. We have the players, man. We really do. We really do. Oh, shout out to Sathesh Guna. Not Guna as in Arsenal, just the name. It's 3:30 a.m. in India. I am extremely depressed with this performance. I can't take this. Honestly, shout out to all of the fans and viewers watching myself and Chelsea that are halfway across the world in like Asia and, the Far East and Australia and all of those places, because you guys are watching this game at a stupid hour. We're talking 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning for this. I apologise. I really do. I apologise that you have to go through this. Getting up that early in the morning to watch this when you could have slept. I mean, honestly. Wow. There we are. Here we go. Leicester on the move again. Look at the space in midfield. Look at the space in midfield. Perez just got a red carpet to go and do what he wants. Pulisic, and it goes out for a Leicester throw. We look shocking. Honestly. Yeah, George Benson in Bali as well. Shout out to George. I know he's watching the game at the moment, and I know for him it's a very late hour. He is fuming. I know he's fuming. Do catch his 6 things we learn after this game, because he will be uploading this immediately after. He did say he would, so I'll be doing my match review as well after this, just like everyone else, and it's gonna be deep. It's gonna be deep because this game has really put writing on the wall that it's over. It's over. I personally don't see how Roman Abramovich can look at this and go, yeah, let's give more time. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh, okay. It's 8:52 a.m. in Melbourne. So in Australia, it is the morning. I mean, you would have woken up anyway, so it's not that bad. It's not a great way to start your day, that's for sure. But at least you can get on with your day and forget about this. You know, we got to sleep on this, so we haven't slept. Here it's 9:52 p.m. for us in London. We need to now talk about this in a review, and then we got to sleep on this. It's not great. It's not great. This is a quality comment. I feel bad for Angry Rantman's neighbours. Mate, whoever lives next door to Angry Rantman, it's going to be mental. It's going to be mental. I do feel sorry for them. Oh, what a ball. Oh my God, Vardy. Leicester are finding it so easy to just walk straight through now. Very good observation from the commentator there. He said Brendan Rodgers has a very good, you could say, very good amount of players that can pick out a pass. That's because they're all being used correctly. We have players that can pick out passes. Let's not get twisted. Give it to Tammy. You see, Reece didn't even want to pass to Tammy there. And look, everyone's jogging back. Everyone's jogging. Leicester on the attack and everyone is jogging. Oh man, everyone looks defeated. Everyone looks dejected. Wow. No one's bothered. This is actually painful to watch. No one is bothered. Yeah, have we had a shot on target? I honestly don't know. I know we had 2 after about, what was it, 15 minutes or something? We've had 4 shots on target. Done nothing for it. Leicester corner again. And it's been cleared out. Leicester just got this all under control. They've just got it all under control. Mason Mount trying to fight for that, and he's lost it. Mount is fuming, and you can see that he's throwing himself about, but honestly, it's not worth it at this point. You know, normally you'd look at a game and you would still hope that there's room to come back, that there's a chance of a comeback, that something might happen. I've got none of that right now. I'm just waiting for the final whistle to go. You know? Because I'm seeing nothing here. Absolutely nothing. Leicester free kick on the edge of the box. This is it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Let's see what they produce here. Look, there's 5 Leicester players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Chelsea players in the box, yeah? 8 against 5. Let's see who comes out on top. We got it on the near post, but Leicester are still in possession. Barnes. Oh, Ziyech under pressure. See, Leicester know. Leicester know. Leicester know. They just know. They know how to press. They know how to defend. They know how to tackle. They know how to get stuck in. They know. They just know. And we don't. That's what it is. I mean, look. They easily just win the ball back. They easily just win the ball back. It's not a problem. They don't hesitate. Emmanuel, thank you very much, says, it bothers me that at 2-0, Leicester still seem the more likely to score. Lampard out. I hate to say it. Yeah, I can only agree, mate. I can only agree. Approaching minute 85. Waiting for us to be put out of our misery. That's the overall consensus at the moment. We're just waiting to be put out of our misery. Free kick. Let's see if we can salvage. We've got Reece James and Ziyech on the edge of this to take it. Yeah, could do with a Zouma right now. Could do with a Zouma. If we're looking to score in the box, Zouma is probably the man. God, blimey, I've got issues on my stream now. What's going on? This sums it up. This sums up Chelsea Football Club in a nutshell, really. Oh, blimey. So Jamie Vardy is coming off. And this is it. So Timo Werner scored, but it was offside. I missed that because I had everything playing up on my end here, but I've got everything back working as it should. And yeah, I'm seeing that we scored, but Werner was offside. I'll look back at that and I will mention it in my review. But was he offside? Was he offside? Let me know. Anyway, 87 and a half minutes gone. And this is easily a Leicester win. Easily a Leicester win. Oh, okay. So some saying offside by a hair. Some saying he wasn't offside. I mean, look, it's either he was or he wasn't. His arm was off. If his arm was off by an arm, he's off then, isn't it? That's the rule nowadays. I'm not for it personally, you know, but it is what it is. Nowadays, you're offside by a toenail because of the way that VAR look at it, you know. That's the truth. Leicester still going for a third. Honestly, that's how you know they're just full of confidence. Full of confidence. Even Ziyech looks absolutely frustrated. He's come on and played what? Not even that many minutes, and even he looks like he's played 90 and he's given up. Easily got round Ziyech there. Easily. It's a foul. Yeah, where did it all go wrong? 17 games unbeaten for this. I mean, you know, at the time, we didn't want to listen. But there were people saying, you know, the teams that we were beating, not actually that good. And when we were playing top teams, we'd either draw, get a 0-0, or we'd lose afterwards. Oh. It's turned into a training session for Leicester. It has. They look so comfortable, and they know it's done. And they're getting all decisions for them now. They're getting throws, they're getting free kicks, they're getting fouled, they're just all sorts. They're running the clock down. A very, very disciplined and composed performance from Leicester City. Let's have it right. They deserve loads of credit, Leicester. Brendan Rodgers, for the work that they've put out today. Fantastic. But we have been shocking. Beyond shocking. You know, it doesn't look like we spent 250 million. Doesn't even look like we spent 250 quid. For those that don't know, quid means pounds. In London. Or in the UK. Yeah, fair play to Leicester. Absolutely. And they will be going top of the league because of this result. And they fully deserve it. Big shout for top four, and I think there's a good chance they'll make it. J Mojo, thank you very much, says, I can't wait to find out Lampard has been sacked. I think it's inevitable now. I think it's inevitable. You know, there's losing, and then there's losing. There's losing and doing all the basics right, and just losing on the day because that's football. That can happen. But then there's losing like this, where you've done nothing. It's as simple as that. And we've done nothing. Today, we've looked slow. We've looked all over the place. I mean, I'll get into the detail in my match review. But, mate, I can't believe you just reminded me. Atletico Madrid are going to tear us apart. Thank you, Les Chow. I forgot about that. I forgot we had to play against Atletico Madrid. Thanks for reminding me. Much appreciated. We got 1 minute to go of stoppage time. Mount, mate, just shoot. Just shoot, Mount. Just shoot. Just shoot. Just shoot, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to an extent to say that we've only got another 50 seconds of this, and then it's over. That's who's man of the match? James Maddison has been given man of the match. Absolutely. Fully agree. He's been class. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Look at ZS just watching. Is this what I don't understand? Players are just watching. Oh no. Oh no. It's referee, mate. Blow your whistle. Blow your whistle, mate. Blow your whistle. Ref, blow it. Just blow it. Oh, here goes Timo Werner. But no, Johnny Evans is there because he knows how to defend. Leicester know how to cut out a threat. Referee. Ref. There we are. There we are. It's over. It's finished. Leicester 0. Leicester 0. I flipping wish. Leicester 2. Chelsea 0. And we are in a serious position now. Serious position. Jake, much appreciated, mate, says, this loss reminds me of Kante's versus Watford. No care. Yeah, it does to an extent. Obviously, circumstances are different, but now I think that it's over. I think, someone said Boris Johnson in. Nah, mate. If there's one person in the world I wouldn't want to come into Chelsea Football Club, it's Boris Johnson, that's for sure. I think it's done. For Lampard, I think it's over. I'm gonna be real and expect an announcement maybe tomorrow. If Roman has something lined up, I think we'll get something. It all depends. It all depends on Roman now. It all depends if he's got an interim waiting, if he's got a direct replacement waiting. If he doesn't, Lampard stays. That's just the nature of it. Or if it's that desperate, then we give it to Jody Morris. For the Luton game at least. And it gives Roman a bit of time to get someone in. But even with Jody Morris, I mean, yes, Jody Morris was the coach for the youth team. So many of these players that we've seen come in under Lampard played for Jody Morris in the academy. And won trophies together and all of that. So I could understand why maybe Jody Morris could be the guy to just hold on to it for a couple of games. But I think Lampard's toast. I think it's done. Jose, thank you very much, says Pulisic was hot garbo today. Everyone was. Jacob, much appreciated. Yes, a lot of others saying this is serious. Some saying get Sarri back. No, Sarri's definitely not coming back. You think Sarri's coming back into this mess? Hell no. He's going to go back to... He's probably in Napoli, like with his feet up and like loads of cigarettes on one side, pizza on the other, Napoleon pizza, proper. Anyway, this is mental. If we look at what it means for the Premier League table, because this is where it gets serious. Let me outline to you what it means for the Premier League table. So, we are in 8th. Having played one game more than Southampton, who are now sitting on same points as us and they can go above us. Aston Villa with 4 games in hand and could go top of the league, if I'm honest. Leeds are in 12th and 6 points behind us. If they win, they go 3 points behind us. But right now, in terms of top 4, we find ourselves having played one game more than Liverpool, 5 points behind them. One game more than anyone above us except for Leicester. West Ham are currently above us, 3 points clear. Everton have played 2 games less and are 3 points ahead. We've basically just... Well, if Liverpool and Tottenham win their games, let's just say Liverpool at least, they win their game, we go 8 points behind top 4. 8 points. And a chance for other teams to jump above us. Arsenal are now 2 points behind us. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. I didn't think this would be the situation. But here we are. Daniel, thank you very much, says, thoughts if Frank isn't sacked in the morning? It's difficult to say if it's going to be tomorrow morning, if it's going to be the day after. But I do think this was his last game. You know, our next game is the weekend, if I'm not mistaken, against Luton. Let me just check. So, Chelsea, we play, Luton on Sunday. So, considering that today is Tuesday, it's a bit of time. After Luton, we then have Wolves at the Bridge, and then we have Burnley at the Bridge, and then we have Spurs, Sheffield United, and then so on and so forth into the Champions League with Atletico. So if you're taking the Luton game away, because that's Luton, realistically, with no manager, we should be beating Luton. That means our next game in 9 days' time. 9 days' time against Wolves on the Wednesday. Well, 8 days' time. Is that enough time for a new manager to come in, even on an interim basis? Possibly. Possibly. So this is where I think the next 24 hours are going to be crucial. Crucial for Frank Lampard. Crucial for Roman to take action. And if he doesn't, then there's a good chance Frank Lampard might see it to the end of the season. If there's a time to change, it's now. It's now. Because we won't get an opportunity like this again. We won't get an opportunity where we have to play lower opposition and then have a little gap and then play against a team where we can beat them, like a Wolves at home. Wolves haven't been fantastic, even though we reckon, they could show up against us. But we got Atletico Madrid, we got Champions League coming, then we got big games against Man United and all of that. Like, you can't change during those games because that's suicide. I mean, it'd be, you could, but you're just completely destabilizing the team. It would be beneficial to get a change done now. If we are going to change, it has to be now when the schedule is in our favour, and it gives an interim or whoever is going to be stepping in a bit of time to figure things out and then get Chelsea up and running. But yeah, today was shocking. Today was absolutely shocking. Did I see this coming? Be honest. We never want to say it, but yes. Yes, I'll be honest, yes. I've always said I don't want to come on a preview and tell you guys, you're going to get battered. That's just not my nature. Because you never know what's going to happen. So I always think of give the benefit of the doubt. Even though there are doubts, but give the benefit of the doubt. And that's why I did say 1-1 draw. Because I thought Leicester are top team at home. They're no mugs. We're going to have to step up. And even if we do, it's going to be difficult. So I'll go over 1-1. There we are. We've lost 2-0. We knew it. Deep down in our guts, we knew it. We knew it. But yeah. Many of you disappointed. Many of you gutted. Eunice, look at our run of games after Newcastle. All right, let's check this out. I will be going off to do my match review, and then that will be up within just after an hour or so. So when we play Newcastle, we got Southampton, and then Atletico Madrid 3 days later. And then 4 days later, Man United. And then 9 days later, Everton. And then Leeds away, and then Atletico Madrid, and then Liverpool. Oh my God. Yeah, so basically, if we're going to be making a change, make the change now. Because that's the best way. As far as I'm concerned, that's the best way. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys coming on to the watch along and watching along with me. Not the best day in the office, let's be honest. Not fantastic. And a very poor performance. And it could be Lampard's last. It could be, and it's sad. But that's the truth. I'll read a couple of these last comments before I go, seeing as they are super chats. Murali, thank you very much, says, fact, every permanent manager other than Kante, since Ancelotti, hasn't made it past the Leicester away game after January. It's inevitable. Sucks. Wizarra, thank you, says, we still have a chance against Atletico under a new manager. The board needs to act fast. You see, again, this is another point. Remember when we sacked AVB and we were losing 3-1 in the first leg against Napoli, and we had Di Matteo for the return leg at Stamford Bridge, and we managed to score 4 and get everything done in extra time. That was unbelievable. But that's the risk you take. You change the manager, you get a new energy into the team, and it can work in your favour. Dara says, thoughts on Emma Hayes as a potential manager? Honestly, she would do a job, I reckon. She's done fantastic for the women. She's got loads of experience. And she's done really, really well. So, yeah, Emma Hayes in the future? Maybe. Y4Z Shooter says, you skipped my super chat. Sorry, mate, if I've missed it. Please let me know. If you stick it in the chat, even as a normal, you don't need to put it as a super chat. Just stick it as a normal. I'll see your username. And I will read it out. But yeah, Emma Hayes. Imagine that. Imagine Emma Hayes. That would be hilarious. That would that would be mad. But see, honestly, I reckon she would do a job. She would do a job. If you haven't watched Chelsea Women, do watch Chelsea Women because they are one of the best teams in the country. They do get the job done. So yeah, you know, trophies coming on that end. Trophies seem to come on in our academy, and they come to our women's team. But yeah, not with the men's at the moment. Not with the men's at the moment, except for the Europa League under Sarri. I'm trying to see what the comment was. I can't see it though, mate. Anyway, let me know in the next chat, and I will happily answer for you. Or if you stick it into the comments of my match review that I'm about to put up, I will answer you there personally. But yeah, honestly, guys, again, oh, here we are. Okay, what are your thoughts if Shevchenko comes in instead of Lamps and Nagelsmann contracts ends 2023? That was his question. You know what's mad? I've heard a couple of things about Shevchenko. Personally, I don't want someone that doesn't have experience. But I know for Ukraine, he's done decent. But again, I'm not sure. I know he plays attacking football. Shevchenko's someone that wants it to go, you know, very, very forward-thinking. But do we risk it with Shevchenko? I mean, I don't know. Personally, I'm not really for it, no. But there we are. Thank you all so much. Make sure you catch the match review that I'll be uploading after this. So give it another hour or so. The match review will be up. Thank you all so much for watching. The next watch along against Luton obviously will be here for you guys to watch, and you guys can tag along. If you've subscribed and you are new, much appreciated. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified once I've uploaded. And I'll see all of you in a bit for the match review. It's about to get tasty. It's about to get interesting. I'll see all of you then. Thank you all.